Good evening and welcome to NEWSBREAK Live. I'm Hiba Samad. Thanks so much for joining us. The Torrance Police Department is making sure they meet the community's needs in their future plans. Tonight, they'll be hosting a strategic planning workshop for the community at 6 p.m. in the Commission meeting room at the West Annex. TPD is currently developing a strategic plan which will serve as the organization's roadmap for the next 3 years. They hope these workshops will help them receive input from residents on how they can effectively identify and meet any needs, including feedback from businesses. Now, if you missed tonight's workshop, another one will take place tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center Garden Room. You can RSVP at dmegardician@torranceca.gov. Members of the Torrance Police Department paid their respects to a fallen California Highway Patrol officer who was killed recently. 4 motor officers from the Torrance Traffic Division attended Motor Officer Andre Moye Jr.'s memorial service today. Moye was with the Highway Patrol for about 3 years and was a motorcycle officer for about a year. He was filling out paperwork to impound a car when a driver pulled out a gun and started shooting on the freeway's overpass. 34-year-old Moye was killed and other responding officers were injured. The suspect was also killed. A private funeral was held after the service today. The Torrance Police Department will have extra enforcement this Friday to crack down on anyone breaking the law. In particular, they'll be looking for drivers under the influence and people without a driver's license. There'll be an undisclosed checkpoint set up this Friday from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. Officials say a DUI arrest can lead up to fees and fines of more than $13,000. Law enforcement says it's always a good idea to have a designated sober driver. If you see someone impaired, take action and make sure they don't get behind the wheel. Report drunk drivers, and if you're hosting a party, make sure you're monitoring drinking and how people are getting home. The checkpoint is funded by a grant from the California Office of Traffic Safety through the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. A popular attraction at a local park is closed for renovations. Crews began resurfacing Wilson Park's roller rink today. While work takes place, it will be shut down for 5 to 7 days. They have plans to sand the surface, place a sealer primer coat, paint the surface, install lines for roller hockey and roller derby, and finish with a top sealer coat. The rink was built in 1994. Wilson Park is 44 acres and hosts sand volleyball courts, an indoor sports center, an outdoor amphitheater, tennis courts, batting cages, and even a splash pad, to name a few. They hope to have work completed by Labor Day weekend. You may have faced some traffic delays today. The northbound lane on Crenshaw Boulevard between Lomita Boulevard and 239th Street was closed due to construction. It was shut down from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The work was part of the slurry seal project. They performed concrete and asphalt repairs. The Torrance Fire Department is one step closer in completely going digital. Tonight, the department will meet with the Interoperability Network of the South Bay Governance Board in hopes of getting approval to go live on a digital radio platform. This will allow Torrance and Redondo Beach Fire to be the first ones able to have the same type of equipment and technology to integrate operations with 31 fire departments in Los Angeles County. The goal is for all of the fire departments to eventually be on the system, which involves changing all of the mobile and portable radios. Instead of having one set of frequencies, they will now have a full set. If approved, the department will be able to go live tomorrow. The interoperability of the South Bay Joint Powers Authority's mission is to enhance the current public safety and general government land mobile radio capabilities of its members. And you can meet your local first responders one-on-one this weekend. The Torrance Fire Department, in partnership with Starbucks, is hosting its first ever Frappuccino with a firefighter. It will take place this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Starbucks on Hawthorne Boulevard across the South Bay Galleria. The event will also be accepting canned food for the LA Food Bank. Any guests who bring 5 or more cans have the chance to make their very own drink. Officials say they partner with local businesses to reach the community on a larger scale. Fire has worked with Starbucks in the past, such as with toy drives. A local eatery is celebrating National Lemonade Day. Lemonade is offering a free cold-pressed lemonade with a $5 purchase today. There is one location at the Donald Fashion Center right across from Lucille's Smokehouse Barbecue. They sell skinny lemonade, frosade, and cold-pressed lemonades. Flavors range from the classic blood orange, cucumber mint, and watermelon rosemary, to name a few. The day started in 2007 as a campaign to help kids learn the benefits of best practices, responsibility, finance, education, and teamwork through a lemonade stand. Now let's get to the weather. Today it was hot at 80 degrees and it will cool down this evening to 65 degrees. Then tomorrow the beach weather will continue with a high of 77 degrees, and on Thursday a high of 78 degrees with a low of 65. You have 4 more days to check out a one-of-a-kind exhibit in Torrance. Generation War at the Torrance Art Museum is still on display. It's an exhibit that represents TAM's investigation into art and warfare. There are 17 artists whose work reflect the global increase of military engagement. Artists use a wide range of media, curated by Ichiro Irie and Max Presnell. The exhibits are based on the fact that 21-year-olds have never lived during a time when the United States was not at war.
So they're looking at things, everything from what happened from 9/11 forward, and how in our society we have been at war. Pretty much the United States has been at war for its entire history, perhaps maybe 5 years where it wasn't actually engaged in military action. But they wanted to look closely at the last generation of art that's being made by artists today exploring art and warfare.
The museum is open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. A local organization helped kids in need get ready for back to school. The Sandpipers Back to School Shopping annual philanthropic program provided school supplies and new school clothes to 73 children from local homeless shelters and agencies. Thanks to Kohl's and Torrance, each child was able to select and purchase clothes, shoes, uniforms, and supplies worth $250 per child. Sandpipers members and juniors assisted them. Kohl's gave the organization an additional 20% off and didn't charge a sales tax. Sandpipers also donated backpacks loaded with school supplies. Sandpipers South Bay is a 100% volunteer organization dedicated to serving the needs of the South Bay community through charitable and philanthropic programs. To learn more about them, go to sandpipers.org. The highly anticipated 64th annual Aquacade Synchronized Swim Show returned to the Victor E. Benstead Plunge for a 2-day spectacular. Torrance City Cable reporter Jen Marua has more on this story.
21 performances and 24 girls were ready for their epic water show. This year's theme, Aquatastic, inspired by the Disney's Fantasmic Water Show.
It's a very unique, fun theme. It's a little bit eclectic, and so there's going to be a little bit of everything in here, and so we're excited about that. So the theme that also it takes place during the planning stages. We'll bounce ideas off of one another, and we just try to do something that's a little bit fun and different that hasn't been done before. So that's how we came up with Aquatastic this year.
Over 6 months of planning and prep are dedicated to Aquacade. From selecting music, theme, and staffing, much goes on before the big day. This program is hosted by the City of Torrance's Recreation Division and is a seasonal summer synchronized swim class offered to swimmers ages 7 through 17 years old. Parents were very involved in the preparation of the event and dedicated their time for the show to run smoothly.
We start at the end of June, preparing the different routines. The coaches choreograph the different routines, and we start coordinating what we're going to have at the snack shack and different fundraisers.
There were 3 coaches training the group of swimmers. COURTNEY HOWE is the head synchronized swim coach.
Most of our girls actually start on the team. We provide a bunch of different type of entry programs, such as like a Synchro Sunday program, where they learn the fundamentals. And then we also get a bunch of new girls with the summer program, which is Aquacade. And through that, we teach them also the fundamentals, and then they get to perform in this beautiful routine.
12-year-old Raquel Avalos, an all-time swimmer, has performed at Aquacade for her 2nd year. She has always known about synchronized swimming and tried it herself when she first heard about the program.
I used to do lap swim here, so one day we saw a flyer and we went to go see the show, and I loved it so much that I just wanted to do it.
The Aquacade coaches trained girls of all skill levels and made sure the participants were comfortable in deep waters. 11-year-old swimmer Sarah Hubner spoke about the schedule these swimmers were on.
We've been practicing for the past 2 months. We've been practicing 4 days a week all summer. The days were Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the last week we've been doing it every day.
For parents like Angela Avalos, it's more than just a sport or show. It's about meeting new people.
It's a great program. It's a good time for the girls to get together and build friendships and strong relationships, and they don't realize it, but they are getting a lot of exercise.
For Torrance City Cable, I'm Jen Marua.
Thanks, Jen. Aquacade is a unique program for the city of Torrance and offers competitive synchronized swimming during the off-season. A good nap could be signs of a future disease. A new study published in Alzheimer's and Dementia Journal of the Alzheimer's Association compared 13 brains who had Alzheimer's and died with the brains of 7 people who didn't have it. They specifically examined the parts of the brain involved in keeping us awake during the day, where they found people who had Alzheimer's had deterioration in being wakeful. Researchers conclude there is a more direct biological pathway between Alzheimer's and daytime sleepiness, which means excessive napping could be early warning signs. However, scientists say there needs to be more research on how much time lapses between when sleep changes and memory loss begins. Now let's get to the events. Torrance Theater Company's last performance of Disney's Beauty and the Beast will take place this Saturday. There are 2 showings at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Reserved seating is $40. You can purchase tickets at torrancetheatercompany.com. Then this Sunday you can enjoy a historic walking tour of Torrance. It'll start at 1:30 at the Torrance Historical Society and Museum. It will be docent-led. The free event takes place the 4th Sunday of every month through October. Well, in just 2 minutes, Karen Basiulis, the former president of the Los Cancioneros Master Chorale, tells us how you can be part of their vocalist group. In just a few, we'll be back.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay. You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in. Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back to the second half of NEWSBREAK Live. Joining me is Karen Basiulis, the former president of the Los Cancioneros Master Chorale. How are you? Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
And it's always an exciting time with the chorale, but especially right now because the Master Chorale is looking for new singers to audition and become part of the team. So tell me about that.
Yes, we are. This coming Monday and Tuesday night, we are holding our annual auditions, and we are looking for singers with some experience singing. We're looking for all parts, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. We have a soft spot for the men, so if you're a tenor or bass, please, we'd love to see you. But we need all singers. And we'd like you to have some experience either with a church choir or a school, and be able to read music. That's really important too. All adults over the age of 18 are welcome to audition. So please contact Lorraine. Her number will be on the screen for you to call her, or you can go to our website at lcmasterchorale.com to sign up. This year, in addition to our regular auditions, we have some exciting new categories. We have a limited number of college interns available. So if you are a college student, a local college student at Cal State Long Beach, for example, and you are majoring in choral vocal music, we have potentially a paid internship for you. So please contact Lorraine to sign up for that too. That audition will be a little bit more strict than the other one because it is a paid position, but this year we just had 2 fine young men from Cal State Long Beach join us in our inaugural internship program, and we loved having them, and they added a lot to the group, so we were excited about that.
Amazing. And for the upcoming auditions, which will take place next week, on 2 days, you mentioned some of them. You have to learn, you need to know how to read music, and I hear you have to come in with a solo piece already memorized.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about the details.
Not necessarily memorized,
okay,
but you do have to have a solo piece, and we will ask you to sight read. We will do some vocalises that will determine your range and where you would fit in best with us. And it's not really stressful. People are always so nervous, but our director and our accompanist, Alan Pecker and Patty Breitag, will make it so easy, and they're wonderful. So please come out and audition. And I'd like to mention too, in addition to the musical skills that we're looking for, we're really looking for a commitment and dedicated. We are a group of serious, dedicated singers, and we meet on Tuesday nights at HOPE United Methodist Church in Torrance, and we ask that if you can commit to that, please sign up and join us. We pride ourselves on bringing fine choral music to the South Bay, and in order to do that, we need dedicated singers.
And we're going to tell our viewers a little bit more about the history of the chorale that really started 70 years ago for many people who don't know. But can anyone audition? What if someone loves to sing but has never been part of anything like this before? What would you say to them?
I'd say come out and audition, and if it's determined that you need a little more experience, we'll tell you that, and we'll give you the opportunity to get that. But come out and audition. Don't be swayed. If you can sing and you love to sing and you love choral music, come on out and audition for us, and just give it a shot. We'd love to see you.
Great, and you have to make an appointment, and also online you can actually fill out a short form and submit it.
Exactly.
So all of those details are on the screen. And can people audition year-round, or is it only when auditions are held?
The main auditions are Monday and Tuesday. However, if those times don't work for you, please call us, talk to Lorraine, go on the website and say, look, I'd love to audition, but this time doesn't work, and we'll find a time that works for you.
You've been part of the chorale for so long, former president. Tell me why it's so special to be part of it, and what it really brings to the table for someone interested in becoming part of it.
This group is a very special group. It's a very diverse group of people doing a very diverse repertoire of music, which is what attracted me to it. We do everything from classical to Broadway to pop to just anything you'd want to do, you'd want to sing. And the group of people is diverse not only ethnically, but professionally. I mean, we have doctors, we have nurses, lawyers, teachers, football coaches. So it's a great group of people. A lot of friendships have been made in the chorale. It's a very congenial group. And it's just a great group of people who love music, who have a passion for it, and just love sharing it with each other and with the community.
I'm assuming once they're part of the chorale, they're only going to grow and become better vocalists.
Absolutely.
Is that part of being it?
Absolutely. We learn every single rehearsal. We learn. There's no stagnation. You are constantly learning and getting better. And our director, Alan Pecker, is fabulous at that. He makes each rehearsal a vocal lesson as well as a rehearsal. He'll teach you something new every single time, and we all look forward to that.
I mentioned earlier the Los Cancioneros Master Chorale, has been around for 7 years. So talk to me about the history, how it started, and how it still existed for so long.
Isn't that amazing? I know. I hope I'm around in 70 years and live to be 70. It started out with a small group of singers in the Hollywood Riviera section of Torrance, and it was literally a sing for your supper kind of thing. They just got together. They loved to sing. They didn't have a formal venue, but they did it at each other's homes, and they invited their friends. And it has grown from there. We're entering our 71st season now, and it's just amazing, the dedication and the commitment to, and the passion for good choral music that it has lasted this long. And in the history of it, we've performed many different venues. We have performed under several different conductors. We have performed in Europe. We have performed at Carnegie Hall numerous times. We just got back from Portugal. And next summer, which I'm really excited about, we will be performing in South Africa. So the opportunities for singing and for growth and for travel and for just so much exist with this group, and it's just such a fun group to be a part of.
It's amazing, and there is a actual show season, so there are multiple shows that are put on throughout the year. It's not just about practicing, but actually providing entertainment for the community.
Right.
So how many shows are put on during the season? What's coming up? What's in store?
Okay, we perform 4 major performances a year. We perform at the James Armstrong Theater in Torrance, and tickets are $25 for adults, $15 for students. And we do have a season ticket option for $85 for adults, which gets you all 4 tickets. This season is going to be a lot of fun. Our October concert is our Just Desserts concert, which is kind of a nod to the original history of this group, where we don't cook dinner for our audience, but we do bake cookies. So that's why it's called the Just Desserts concert. And this year the theme is imagination. So as you can imagine, anything and everything will be a part of this concert. Just a lot of fun music and just imagining how music can help bring on a better world. And then in December, we're doing our holiday concert. And our theme this year is Home for the Holidays. And we want you to think about being at home in front of the fire, wrapped in a blanket, drinking your cup of hot cocoa or your glass of wine, and listening to just wonderful holiday music and really getting in the spirit of the season. And we will also have our annual carol sing-along, where you not only get to listen to great choral music, you get to sing with us with some traditional carols. And then our classical concert is in March. And this year we are doing some lovely major works by Handel, Haydn, and Saint-Saëns, and as well as a contemporary composer who has written a requiem for the living.
Oh, wow.
As you may know, a requiem is typically a mass for the dead, but he has written a mass for the living. So, and he is indeed still alive, so we're looking forward to that. That has become one of the most performed choral works in the last recent years in the world. So we're looking forward to that. Our spring concert is usually our lightest and most fun. This year we're doing music from across the pond, so we're doing all British composers, so there'll be everything from Gilbert and Sullivan to Lennon and McCartney, and it should just be a lot of fun.
That's amazing, and every show is so different, and it really covers different types of music, so the chorale doesn't really have a focus of one type. The performers do everything.
Exactly, exactly. That's what's so great about this group. It's the music is diverse. If you love classical music, wonderful. We do a lot of that. If you love pop, we do some of that. If you like Broadway, we do some of that. So there's it's just a lot of fun and very diverse.
So a lot of exciting stuff happening, but Karen, is there anything else you'd like to add about the auditions that take place next week, and for anyone to come out, even if they have a little bit of interest after watching this segment?
Just please come out, meet us. If you come on Tuesday, that will be our first rehearsal of the season. So we will likely be there, so come say hello. Hopefully you've come to a concert. If you want to audition with us, hopefully you've come to a concert and see what a great group this is and want to be a part of it. But just really, we want to see you, so please come out and audition. Contact Lorraine. She's awesome. She will be very kind and easy to work with, and please don't be nervous. Just come out, and we want you to have, we want to share our passion for music with you. Please come out and audition for us.
And we have that information on the screen of all the details of the audition that will take place 2019-2020 season auditions Monday, August 26th and Tuesday, August 27th at 6 p.m. Right. They can contact Lorraine at auditions@lcmasterchorale.com or give her a call at 310-377-4978. And the great thing, it's happening right here in Torrance.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Karen, so nice to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Hib. It was great to see you. Thank you so much for having me.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Well, that does it for NewsBreak Live. If you ever have news or video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. Also, if you missed any portion of the show, you can catch it all on Torrance City Cable's YouTube page. Have a great night.